night is the map for USA versus Germany. Welcome. I am your host, Smithers, for this match between these two teams. So this is a USA and Canada combination. I got to remember that. This is a 40 versus 40 as well. And we're about to get going here. I know some of these teams have matches right after this one. They may be playing with a little bit extra vigor in their push to get this done and over with. Who knows? We may see a steamroll. Who knows? I remember there were some games that I played really late at night against Chinese teams, and it was probably 11:30 Eastern, and the server crashed, and everybody was just like, "Oh my gosh, let's just do it. Okay, we'll wait around for a little bit. We'll get a new server." We got a new server, played again, and we won in like 15 minutes. It's so cool. And everybody just went to bed, like, "Oh, okay, let's go to bed after this one." Okay, so we have Win 4, like I said, is the middle. We got a couple supply drops coming down from both sides. Germany is the Allies, and the USA is the Axis, or the USA-Canada combination. North America coalition is the Axis. So don't get those confused. I do not have the symbols wrong at the top. And we are off to the races. Win 4, most of the time, goes towards the Allies. They just have a little bit more depth on their side. But who knows? The Axis may surprise us here. Supply truck gets out. Commanding today for the Axis is Golden Twig. And we'll find out who the Axis commander is momentarily. I always want to see if one of these rockets gets something. Oh, no. Even like a Luke's pin or something. Just anything. Trucks come out for the Allies, or for the Axis. A lot of raspberries up top. Something may have happened with the middle truck. May have gotten stuck on something as the Axis make it to the barns first. Could be a little... It's going to be a little bit of a shakeup. Axis start to get out. Luke's is coming in from the top here. A couple OPs established on the front line, looking for some support. There we go. Snafu sets up the bottom garrison, waiting for King Squad to get that garrison up to the north. Panzer IV is paused on the border. One rocket ricochets from Rosetta and Kaspar down there. Axis getting the opening camp pressure. Sherman 75 coming down below. The Allies, or the Axis, probing around Hill 5 just a little bit. .75 comes up to the north, and they're going to be able to peek around. But the Axis, well, a lot of camp weight so far. One shot comes on in. Panzer IV got a good mark on him. 75 is going to try to back up in time. Not too sure. Panzer IV, does they have another shot? No! Hits the hedge. But now they know where they are. Luke's is coming down to the south after shifting from the north. And the Axis may get the first cap on in, everybody. They got a couple blueberries probing by Hill 5 already. Got one garrison over there to the east. Allies bring some bodies back. The Axis should be able to get the first cap here in just a second. Yes, they do. Surprisingly, the Allies were not able to establish anything near the barns. Everything was pretty much wiped out. So kudos to the Axis for playing that. We got some pressure on Hill 5 already. This is I don't think this is going to be a steamroll, but it would be funny if players are just like, oh my gosh, just want to get this over at that long delay. But Eagles, Waffen over here on the front line. Arrow over there to the left. Fly Guy, OG. Go get a POV of Eagles making his way up to Hill 5. Gonna throw some smoke grenade to make some room here. Eagles bleeding out just a little bit. Gonna need to get a bandage here in a second. Hill 5 faces some immediate pressure, but the Allies call a whole bunch of bodies back. They still have some presence up there to the north. Garrison established a little bit farther east. Now the Axis will figure out how exactly they want to push forward here. Going to need to see a front door garrison. No front door garrison by Chapel. Got a garrison by Alamo. That's it so far. Ramos over there to the back along with Guriazani. Raspberries setting up the defense here on Hill 5. Yeah, something happened with that middle truck. Maybe the driver had a little bit of an issue. Half-track already spawned up by Tara Green, commanding today for the Allies. Team Germany is Oberst Lieutenant Edel. Rocket from Payne. Didn't see if he got anything. A little bit of cap progress on Hill 4. Remember the, or sorry, on Win 4. Remember the Axis, or the Allies do have the garrison up here in this little part. This is a very common garrison position. You do see this is one of the highest prioritized garrisons for the Allies off the opening. Remember, the Allies is Germany. Germany is the Allies. And Team USA, Canada are the Axis. Sherman 75 still alive up here to the north. 2 Panzer IVs pushing in. 2 Stewies down to the south. 2 Panzer IVs pushing to our right. But these 2 Stewies... Can we see a double Stewie little tandem shake and bake action on these P4s? 1 3-person Stewies. This is another 3-person Stewie. It is 2 3-person Stewies. I don't think I've ever seen 2 3-person Stewies like this. This is a nice, unique strategy here from Team Germany. 2 Panzer IVs are pushing east. The medium 75 has found some protection there behind the hedge. 2 Stewies still curling around. Now they could pair together, but the snafu most likely has called that out. Camp progress comes in on Hill 5. Remember, they don't have any armor support back there. This is all the armor is on the offensive. Team Germany opting for a little bit of a... Oh, hold on. They're going for this garrison up to the north. The Stewies did not push straight forward for the P4s. They halted. Camp progress still coming in on Hill 5. Mamma mia. I didn't expect it to be that serious, but hold on. Winning a whole bunch of gunfights in the circle. Beerman over there to the left. Eagles and Waffen. I kind of want to see how this gunfight, these gunfights go here. Satchel goes off in the distance. Nice grenade. Stewie's still working their way around the back. Panzer IVs are pushing up to the north to help wipe out this push. Got a blueberry on that garrison. Noah J. We'll go check out Noah J. And the Panzer IVs as they make a push up here to wipe out this last little Allied stronghold. 75 is burning pretty badly. Panzer IV comes around the corner. They're going to have a shot here. Yep. Oh, they miss. Oh, no. Oh, no, buddies. It's okay. I won't get your name. Oh, there we go. Okay. 75 is popped. That is all cleaned up and good to go. 1 Panzer IV does get destroyed from the Stewie combination over there to the rears, though. The Axis did not come out of all that unscathed. But they do have good control over Win 4. They just got to get some garrisons up around the hard camp. They do have one down to the south. Bomber run coming in on Hill 5.
Hello everybody.
Let me go ahead and switch the logos. Vanguarda will be on the Soviet side, I guess. And we'll have Tango over there on the Axis. Logo Tango. Logo Tango. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yes, we are almost ready to go. We're at 36 versus 36. I'll give a quick scroll through. If you want to spot your friends, let me know if you have friends in the chat and would like a special POV of them. Happy to find them over the course of the match. Maybe we can get a funny clip, create a few memes, all that kind of good stuff. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host, Smithers. We're about to start. I think we're just waiting on a referee. Yeah, okay, Fohammer's over there on the ally side. I don't think there's another streamer. Go and check my SFX volume here real quick. Sitting at 34. Perfect. Flip at 39. Oh, okay, so we got 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes. 5 minutes. Damn, that seems like a... Okay, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Flipping in 5. You know, Stalingrad is one of those ones where you never know how it's going to go with the lag. Seen some nasty streams on this one. Okay, everybody, I'll be right back before the stream begins. Okay, everybody, we're going to be flipping in just a second. Waiting for the flip. Maybe there's a little issue. Flip in 10 seconds. There we go. Okay, I get to start a artillery squad. Actually, I think I'm supposed to lock it, technically. Don't want to get away with the nodes. Spawn right in the middle of the node build. Actually, I don't think it's possible to. I don't think it's possible to block the node building or block any spawn waves. I don't think it is. Just getting some exercise in before the match, everybody. It's gotta, you know, I'm gonna be up in the sky for a while, sitting in my Sky Falcon 4000, and just want to get some leg exercise here. And up at the clouds we go. Okay. I just want to do this, do that, and we are good to go. Okay, well, thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. I am your host, Smithers, for the next 90 minutes here on Stalingrad. And we have a train station as the middle point. For some reason, I thought it was... That's Carriage Depot in the middle. Okay, train station's down to the south, and then we have... No, it escapes me. There's Carriage Depot in the middle. And something up north that I can't remember quite at the moment. But yes, we are live here. We're going to be off to the races. Now, Stalingrad can get some nasty truck snipes on it, that's for sure. I'm so curious as to what both these sides have planned, if anything, for opening truck snipes. We got about a minute till we can find out. $15 seconds till wall drop. Do we have any tanks lined up for potential snipes? No, not. Maybe not. I mean, the Axis trucks, when they come over the hill, most likely will get taken out. Hopefully. There's a lot of great routes. There's a lot of great potential snipes on this map. Take a look at the Axis trucks. We have some Rocketeers. Fede. Let's go and follow his rocket. One truck down to the south, going south of the border, begins to crest the hill. Supply truck. Transport truck over to the far right. They're going out of bounds once again. Driver has no doubt practiced this route over and over again. Seems to be okay. No snipes to be had, everybody. I think each side is okay. Oh, there goes one truck. Okay. We have 240 CE for the Axis. So that'll be the 3 tankers getting 80 CE right there with the truck and a few blueberries inside of it. But it looks like most of the bodies have made it here. I know more about Vanguarda than I do Tango. I don't know anything about Tango. I don't know anything. I'm going to be just as surprised as everybody else who doesn't know them, what their skill level is. It's always nice as a streamer, you get to meet new teams out there and see how they play. Always enjoy a different strategy, that's for sure. Soviets get the initial camp weight. I mean, the point is shifted a little bit in their favor because of the better defensive structures on their side. The Axis have to go across all the train cars and everything to be more exposed. Strafing run on its way. Gets a couple, I think. SPA rounds all active. Do we have any plays for fourth? Okay, Yellow House is the 4th point garrison system being set up for the Axis. Now, what I look out for on the more so the German side is what their MG and sniper positions look like. MGs can dominate Stalingrad, man. They can really cook up a lot of pain. But right now, I really don't see any MGs for Tango. There are a lot of good spots, and if you could dial in those filters just right, man. On the PC side, remember, for those of you coming from console, on the PC side, there are tons and tons and tons of filters that you can apply to your screen to get the extra edge and get some really good long distance frags on it. But so far, no MG action from Tango. I don't see not a single one here in all these key MG spots. That will come back to bite them. I am sure of it. Map situation pretty solid. Pretty even split from both sides, but of course we're just in the first few minutes here. Everybody finding their opening positions. Finding that little bit of coverage before they charge the Axis position on top of the hill. 22. Gets Mari. Good POV of 22. Oh. You know, I'm kind of curious if a player gets under fire and tries to run inside this building. I'm trying to see if my frame rates absolutely tank when they see the fire, but no, not really. That's 120, and then I zoom away from the fire, and it goes actually down, ironically. Okay, so the fire animation's not too shabby, but overall, Stalingrad, on this same thing on the console scene. That's why you don't see any competitive matches. It's actually a lot worse on the console side. You never see Stalingrad over there. It's just unplayable. First Katyusha going to be landing right there to take out that garrison. Got a T-70 down below. Rocket from Fecha. To the right side of it, Fetta's going to line up another one. You see a little bit of stuttering there on the T-70. Fecha. Oh, it's the building. But he's going to have one more rocket. See, Fecha is able to sink this one here. Fecha. Oh, he nailed it. All right, Fecha. I love seeing AT players hit those. I mean, that's a medium range shot right there. I wouldn't say really long, but that's a medium range. But we all know the struggles when you're just a little bit off and it ricochets off the weird part of the tank or something. And you go, ah, oh, come on, man. Now, are you able, I mean, once again, I haven't been able to really play Stalingrad too much, but are you able to get on top of these, like go through the flames and get through these windows? Or do you get a little bit of hot and sweaty and then it becomes uncomfortable? Got a little bit of movement here over towards the south, but I feel like Vanguarda will be able to come up from the north and wrap around them. I don't see this push really lasting that much longer. They just have such a good wrap. If these blueberries are able to push south here along the ridge, they'll find that garrison and come from behind. Tango has a P4 here, though. P4 is burning a little bit. P4 is not gonna, it's gonna just stay behind and get some coverage here. T-34 deciding to push. Did take one shot. P4's up there. P4's gonna have the advantage. Tank has been marked 3 times. SPA. Let's watch the trajectory. Nobody home. T-34 is going to hold by the rail car. Panzer IV maintains its position. All repaired. No more smoke coming out of it. And Vanguarda begins to leak in different places here. No, we do have this weird outpost from Tango that's able to survive inside the Harkappa train station. Makes it a very interesting play. Supplies falling over here to the rears. Enemy supplies being marked. Remember, that's one of the new abilities on the, or no new marker abilities on the map. To be able to display specifically enemy supplies versus marking it as an enemy garrison. You can feel the pain. But this small, I mean, give big kudos to Fox Squad hanging out in the middle of train station, causing a little bit of camp weight, being a total nuisance. Garrison did get wiped by the tank. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. T-34 is still holding the line, or holding the position right there behind the rail car. So we have Tanich, Asil, and Gaston. Harder X. Explosion happens behind us. On a transport truck. Nope. Harder X cleans him up. Okay. And I think that will be the end of it. Yes, it is. Okay. No more raspberries inside the hard cap. Shouldn't see any more cap pressure. At least for the moment. Let's go over to Yellow House. Explosion happens to our right. We should see the first heavies from both sides. We'll take a look at map here and again in a second. There'll be a Luke's over here. First Tiger is not to the south. That's a P4. It can be so difficult sometimes to spot these tanks with the red outline. But I don't think they have a Tiger yet up on the board. Oh, it's bottom HQ. Okay, there we go. Bottom HQ. But Vanguarda pushing Yellow House pretty effectively. Still got one spawn over here to the west. Soviets. So they got plenty of spawns. I don't think this will be an issue. I think it'll be okay. Bombing run called in from the Axis member. The Soviets had the Katyusha, so they do not have the bombing run option. Axis commander looking to take away some of this pressure here. Unfortunately, the blueberries were pretty well spread out, and it doesn't get that many. The Soviets pretty much have, or the Axis pretty much have everybody on the defense. Nobody really outside of sector. We do have Love Squad down there by City Overlook, just in case. Vanguarda with 3 garrisons already up on the board of the blue zone. They are ready to launch the all-in, man. We got a T-34 cruising down from the south. IS-1 is over here to the bottom right. That Tiger relocated to... It's moving up from the bottom HQ up to the middle HQ. I wonder if the commander accidentally spawned it down there. Or unless they were getting ready to push train station and they realized they were needed a Yellow House. That's another possible reason. T-34 coming around the back. Oh, Tone gets off a few rounds, but gets popped right afterwards. %50 cap now for Vanguarda. They're throwing really everything at this. They only have a couple blueberries back on the defense, taking out the enemy supply drop attempts. 3 garrisons placed, man. They are cooking. Soviets out. They do have 1 garrison up there to the northwest, but XDM is right by it. Panzer IV trying to come up and find some blueberries, but we could tell if we take off the HUD here real quick how difficult it is to see the enemy amongst all that. Panzer IV backing up, taking more shots. And it looks like Vanguarda will go up 4-1 real quickly. Rocket to the back, finishes them off. Comes in from Echo Roots. Tigers over here to the rears. 5th point is City Overlook. We have 1 blueberry. Engel approaching the inside here. Testing the waters. But we have a garrison down to the south. OP up to the north. Squad leads coming in to help solidify the situation. SPA is active for the Soviets, but it is not up for the Axis at the moment. They do have the Bombard down there ready to go, though. Tiger's been marked. Precision strike is not. It'll be ready in 8 seconds. I'm kind of curious how aggressive Commander Baggio will be with it. We'll try to keep an eye out to the top left of our screen, everybody, to see if the precision strike is called in. Commander marks it. Oh, Commander marked it. Is the Commander thinking about it? What's the resource situation? We got 590 munitions. Rocket to the side from Echo Roots. You know, a damaged tank increases the probability that you can take it out with a P-strike. Just saying. It's going to need a new mark, though. Fifth point flex starts to begin. Vanguarda lining up a nice line. They're looking for maybe... They're going to place down a couple garrisons here momentarily. Those will be going up pretty quickly. Tiger backs up, looking to get into more coverage. The only thing it has to fear right now mainly is Satcheliers, as the T-34 won't be able to pin it from the front. If you're just joining me, I'm your host tonight, Smithers, for this competitive matchup between Tango and Vanguarda here on Stalingrad. So far, we have seen 2 captures going to Vanguarda. And now they're beginning the push on 5th. Hoping it's not going to be a steamroll. I always love a good comeback. But right now, Tango is struggling. They got to get a red zone garrison up to the north. Maybe do a double support swap. Get some bodies moving around, as Vanguarda is really bringing the heat all in different places. We got a Katusha called into the southeast of the point. So whenever you see that being launched in the final hardcat, man, you know the enemy commander is no longer really worried about anything else. Just throw it at the circle. See what I get. Unbelievable. All those rockets. And now the Raspberry's able to dodge them. Isn't that crazy? It's just like, come on. Come on, man. Spent all that munitions, all those munitions for what? But of course, we've all seen the amount of bombing runs that don't get anything. Shogun, Milton, Cobra. Raspberries begin to find their defensive spots here in City Overlook. And Vanguarda not really facing any pressure here by Yellow House. Garrison's placed in the back line. The Soviets haven't placed anything down here. The closest garrison they have is up to the north. Sanchez with a nice POV out the window. Take some shots. Gotta find a new spot. Big Soviet push up here. Making their way towards the hard cap. Combing through all these buildings and everything. Just give you a ground level view of... Oh, does he go? Not able to find him in time. That's always a tough thing. You're in a map like this, and you get shot right in front of you from somewhere, but you're looking, you can't see him. And by the time you finally found him, they have the perfect shot lined up on you. 3 artillery strikes. I don't know whose artillery strike this is, but we do have 2 over here and 2 to the back. Both commanders destroying City Overlook at the moment. Defensive crew for Vanguarda back here dealing with some spawns, but Yellow House looks all okay. Barrero. Oh, popped right in the head, man. Bombing run called in from the Axis. Defensive bombing run. Let's see how many it gets. Remember, the competitive average is 3, everybody. Oh, does get 3. Hey, yo, there we go. It's not a bad day when you hit that average. I tell you what, it is tough to get. I mean, we saw, gosh, for a lot of times people get 5 or 6. Very, very rare. T-34 gets double clapped, 1 from the front, 1 from the side. But the Panzer IV goes ba-ba-ba-dooey out there to the distance. But another rocket may be coming in from Canetti. No rocket, though. Must be out. Airhead called in somewhere. Right here on the front door. Rocket. This one's from Red Natham. Loading up another one. Sinks it. T-34 spins around. Red native. Goes inside. Does he have another one? I don't know. Should find out any second, though. Cap progress begins on 5th, but we do have some cap weight on Yellow House. Can we see a flip? We do have a border garrison from Tango, but they would have to make the all-in call now to say, everybody, go, 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 go. Renito doesn't have any more rockets. Oh, reinforce dropped in Yellow House. They gotta send more bodies quickly. No, they gotta send more bodies to Yellow House fast. Vanguarda bringing back spawns, though. Oh, man. Yeah. Vanguarda respawning, coming back into the hard cap. It's not gonna be, they won't have enough firepower unless they are miracle fraggers, man. Grangellum gets one. Oh. Said something. Not too sure. I think maybe it was easy as spreading butter on bread. I think that's what he said, maybe. If my Portuguese is correct. Cap progress stalls on 5th. The airhead is alive and well, though, right on the border. Rocket comes into the IS-1. Reinforce was dropped by the Axis, but they're getting forced into a little bit of a circle here. T-34 also coming in for the right, ricochets, but also does some damage. Nope. Brumbar is active. Brumbar. Raspberry's getting picked off one after another, and this isn't looking good for Tango. Lucky Blue. Trucks. 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 Oh. Trucks merely sees the shot to go, ah. Just a flesh wound. Stuka falls. Over there to the right, unfortunately, the left, the T-34 mark was not the latest. Oh, Vanguarda maybe coming out of here with a 5-0, the half track for the Axis. Destroyed. Blueberries all over the hard cap, including 2 tanks. And I think that's going to be a little bit of a... Ramparuski here. Tango has a big spawn wave coming from the bottom. Trying to get back towards the circle, cause a whole bunch of cap weight. Oh, but they're getting picked off one after another. Oh, the raspberry. Oh, it went from a solid spawn of, I think, maybe 11 or 12 down to 3 really fast. And it looks like Vanguarda will come away with the 5-0. Mamma mia, what a blitzkrieg of a match. Go give commends to Geo. Taking home the dub versus Tango. Alrighty, well that should be it for this one. Yep, everybody's starting to just, sometimes teams want to say, hey, you want to run it back? Sometimes they do say that. But not in this case. Okay, so that will be it for this weekend, everybody. Just a quick stream to finish off this, finish off a good weekend. A lot of good matches, especially yesterday. This afternoon, Covenant and Taco. That was a good one, very good one. But yes, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button before you take off. If you want to subscribe, feel free to as well. And if you want to check out the SmithersCast Discord, where you can become a PC or console recruit. The Brazilian side of console is massive. I don't know if anybody knows this, but it is huge. They have a ton of teams from Brazil on the console scene. It's massive. But yeah, I will be live tomorrow for Band of Brothers Tuesday or Band of Brothers Monday. That'll be around, when would that be around? It'll be around 3:30 Eastern, I think it will be. And then Gonna have Wednesday Means War around 4:30 on Wednesday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. I think those are the only two immediately. But, of course, I'll be posting my schedule on my Discord, and then you can see the thumbnails. I'll be posting them tomorrow on my live page, too. Okay, everybody, well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, buddy.